Hello, everyone. I'm Sri Banerjee, certified astrologer, and in this segment, I'm going to be going over the vernal equinox, or more commonly known as the spring equinox, the first day of spring. So today happens to be the first day of spring, March 20th, 2026, 10:45 a.m. And the way that you can tell that this is the vernal equinox is that the sun transits from Pisces, which is more of a wishy-washy sort of thing, sort of sign, and then transitions into Aries, which is a very fiery sort of sign where things can kind of manifest even more so and propels all of this. Of course, Aries' ruler is Mars right here. And so you can tell that this is a truly fiery sort of transition into the 11th house. I'm going to go into more about what the 11th house means. But what I wanted to kind of go over is that the ascendant, Gemini, is kind of a communications peacemaker that can happen with the twins, Gemini twins that are there. And then Mercury is ruled by Mercury rules Gemini, and so a lot of communication can be propelled by this. Of course, in the 11th house, you have a lot of personal planets. And so it's good to know what the 11th house is. And if you look at the 11th house, if you look at how astrologers define it, astrologers say that this is a good time for friendships, alliances, network, support from peers, groups and community. There's about six things: groups and community, associations, organizations, community work, and teamwork. And then hopes and dreams. Of course, that's self-explanatory. Humanitarianism, social justice, innovation, and efforts to improve the world. And income and gains, monetary gains from professions, and that's always good. So basically, in a nutshell, what this means is that your social circles might develop on a global scale. So, global scale, there might be more trade and more vast understanding of opposing sides. Hopes and dreams, things that you have been wanting to do, that are your hopes, are something that you can manifest in the 11th house. Of course, humanitarianism, we have poverty everywhere, in many parts of the world. And so humanitarian efforts might make the world a better place. And then income and gains, of course, that's self-explanatory as well. So expand your social circle during this time, during the spring equinox, celebrated with people, family, friends, loved ones, and go from there. This is interesting because not too long ago I was seeing the personal planets below the equator, below the horizon, but now above the horizon you can manifest some things, and also plant the seeds for potential social circles that are forming. So maybe Facebook, you can spend more time, or LinkedIn, or some of the social networking supports. I hope this has made some sense. Thank you for listening.